Hello. R to the double. Y'all in trouble. Coming at you once again. Now, want to talk about some of the stuff I've been playing lately. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. The Game Awards came on, and a lot of the Game of the Year nominees, whether they won or lost, the nominees were reduced in price across PSN and Xbox Live for purchase. And I looked at the nominees, and I was like, man, Batman Arkham Knight is there. I'm a Batman fan. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? All the superheroes be running around in tights, goody goody, Boy Scouts. This motherfucker is he'll damn near kill you, dog. He won't kill you because he's Batman, but he will beat you so bad that you would wish he'd kill you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, Arkham Knight is there for $37. Bought, done, got it. Played through, I want to say, I'm about like 30% through the main story. And I want to say that I played about, I say, 10 to 12 hours. Great game. Great game in every sense of the word. And it's funny because I think about this game, and I think about some of the things that other YouTubers and people in this gaming community have said about games like this in a negative note, and it just burns me up. It just fuels my fire. So I'm gonna go into what I think about the game, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think about them. Well, the game itself, I mean, let's be real. Aesthetically, visually, graphically, you can't find a prettier game. I mean, Batman Arkham Knight is gorgeous to look at, runs seamlessly and smoothly. There was a lot of things when this game first came out, especially about the PC version. A lot of bugs and glitches. So much so that they had to relaunch the PC version. And then I heard that they just took it off the shelves. I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently the PC version was suffering. I can tell you exactly why in another video. I'm not going to go into that conspiracy. It's just it's bullshit. Some of the things that developers and people within the industry will do to get their point across. But as far as the PS4 version, which is what I own, phenomenal. Graphically, beautiful, pristine. The Dark Knight has never looked more badass. Everything is crystal clear. No screen tearing. No hiccups in the frame rate. Everything is buttery smooth. You know what I'm saying? Controls, man. It's an Arkham game. So we've had 3 of them before, right? We've had Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins. All great games within their own right, as far as I'm concerned. But, the fighting had kind of got stale. It was kind of the same formula, rinse and repeat every game. And for the most part, it kind of is in this one. But it just, they did something. They tweaked something in the timing and the speed of his moves that you could take on 20, 30 man entourages like the fucking real Batman and just fucking counter, boom, 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 better than before. Smoother, more fluid, easier to control. But there's so many other things. Like now, you could be on top looking down at all the enemies. They don't even know you're there, right? And you can see all your vantage points. So you can grapple to this gargoyle or this shelf or whatever. And those are all the points that you can grapple to be on top of the situation and looking down on everybody. But then all of a sudden now there's air vents. And you can literally grapple to an air vent. And when you grapple there, kick the motherfucker and slide all the way down the air shaft and you're in the vents, dog. And you can be walking under the enemies. Fucking awesome. What else, man? The Batmobile. The control and the interaction between you and your car. The Batmobile. You can summon that motherfucker from wherever on the map, basically, dog. As far as calling it to your location. If you're too far away and you can't fucking summon it, you can literally switch the controls to the Batmobile, and literally the game will go to the Batmobile and you remote control the Batmobile where you're at. I mean, I love it because I could be fighting 5 or 6 dudes Pop, 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 knock them all out, boom. And as I knock the last one out, call the Batmobile, that motherfucker's coming in, peeling a donut, and fucking Batman jumps up and fucking lands right in the cockpit, and you're ready to drive, nigga. And then it's really cool because the Batmobile will transform when you hold the L2 button into battle mode. So that shit, you know, you'll see it visually transform. You'll see it be a streamlined fucking, you know, it looks kind of like the Batmobile from the Batman Begins and Dark Knight movies. You know, it's like the tumbler, like a fucking tank, right? But it's streamlined. It looks beautiful. And fast, right? But at any moment, you could be hauling ass, afterburners, you know, hauling ass, all of a sudden hit L2, and all of a sudden, like, the tires separate. Boom, and the cannons come out, and you fucking control that shit with the greatest of ease, man. Much more agile. You can literally, like, strafe around corners and shit and take on other vehicles. And the combat, the vehicle-to-vehicle combat in the game is very well done. So, mad points for that. The story is epic. So far, I haven't beaten. Like I said, I'm not reviewing it. I'm just talking about how I feel about the game. But the story is epic, man, because it's just from the very... Okay, look, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to give you a couple seconds, right? Spoiler alert. Give you a couple seconds. Alright. If you ain't gone away now and you don't want to get ruined as far as story goes, you fucked up. The very beginning of the game starts off with Joker's corpse, which I believe is from the end of Arkham City. And it's on a slab. And, you know, the camera's zooming out, and then out of nowhere it tells you X to incinerate. You press X, and you literally cremate the Joker. That's the beginning of the game. You cremate the best, most devious, most iconic, synonymous with bad motherfucker villain this universe has ever seen. That's how the game starts. And then as you go through the game, Batman starts to hallucinate. And who should be there during hallucinations with him than his old buddy Jay. The Joker's there. It's creepy. It is thought-provoking. It propels the story forward in so many great ways. And it leaves a bunch of loopholes open for further expansion upon the story as you go through the game. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I mean, I can't say enough good things about this game, so I'm gonna just get off that game right now. All right, that's one game. It's on PlayStation 4. Oh, you surprised it ain't Wii U? Oh, I'm just trolling my my new viewers that think I'm a Nintendo fanatic and nothing else. Other game I bought a couple weeks before that. I want to say about a week, 2 weeks before that. It was on sale for I think $12. And I got Ultra Street Fighter 4 for the PlayStation 4. Let me be the first to say, it was a goddamn pleasure to play a Street Fighter game for the first time in so long. Like a new Street Fighter game, new characters, new visual aesthetic look, new art direction, new everything. Like a new Street Fighter game. That was a beautiful thing to experience. The game itself, phenomenal fighter. Very, very, very good fighter. Traditional fighter, kind of on a 2D plane with 3D backgrounds. Less of an extent than the 3D backgrounds in Mortal Kombat X, but still, you can tell there's depth. You're fighting on a 2D plane, but it's more of a fantasy. No, fantasy not the right word. It's more of a comic, cel-shaded art style, like hand-drawn, which Street Fighter has always been, and I respect them for it, and it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Control super tight, man. I love playing with Ryu. Ryu's my dude. Excuse me. Ryu's my dude. Like, you know, the Hurricane Kick, the Hadoukens, the fucking Dragon Punch, all that shit. You have an option, like always, of 3 different super combos at the beginning of your match. You pick which one you want to have, and, you know, your meter charges up, and you can execute it, whatever. The stages look phenomenal. I mean, there's Africa stage where all these wild animals are watching you in the background. Hippos in the water, zebras over here, and all that shit, giraffes. And as the fight progresses, the animals get closer. They just want to get right up in there and watch that shit. The hippos come out the fucking water and just, you know, like, literally walk up to you. And they're massive, you know. But it looks great. It moves great. It plays great. The music is great. It's a great Street Fighter game. What I will say about it, on a negative note, is it ain't Mortal Kombat X, man. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, there was a time in history where Street Fighter kind of got the upper hand for a little while. Not in my book, never, but in public opinion, got kind of the upper hand on Mortal Kombat. Those days are long gone, man. Ultra Street Fighter 4 is definitely worth the purchase. Great, I have 44 characters to pick from, mad stages, mad gameplay modes, online, all that, whatever. But it's a great game, great fighting game. But it don't stack up to Mortal Kombat X. You know what I'm saying? Like when I play Mortal Kombat X, the way the fighting is, how fluid, how, you know, the graphical look of the characters, the sound design, you know, just it being Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I love Ryu and Ken all day, man. I would love to play controlling Ryu or Ken all day, any day, in an epic battle against their arch rival, Ryu versus Ken. Yeah, but you know what I like more? A lot more. It's not even close, really. Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? So, either way, you know, like, that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else can have a different opinion, say, yo, Street Fighter's better, whatever. We can go back and forth. I can tell you all the reasons you're wrong. But, I'm playing. But, you know, those are the two games that I've gotten recently. Yo, I mean, these videos have just been me shooting the shit with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot to drink at my uncle's birthday. So, said, fuck it, man. My wife is out of town at the moment. The boys are asleep. Let me sit down. Let me get down to some business and holler at my peoples on YouTube, man. Let them know what I'm doing right now. So, just to recap over these last two videos, the Game Awards were fucking great. Okay? I'm gonna fuck what anybody out there on YouTube tells you. Oh, they were garbage. They were fucking great. Our industry is being celebrated at the highest level it could possibly be celebrated publicly. Number two, which I didn't touch on earlier, they had a fucking straight up tear-jerking tribute to the late great Satoru Iwata. That got a lot of points for me. I didn't mention that earlier in the last video, but I just remembered that. Great tribute, man. I cried. I had tears in my eyes, man. I was just like, man, the tribute was awesome. And it showed that, the video game industry, as competitive as we are, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, all battling, all fighting, when something like this happens and the industry loses a giant, everybody, competitors included, look at that, step back, and say, it ain't even time for the bullshit. It ain't even time for the competition, beefing between you, me, and the other. It's time that we all sit back, man, and pay tribute to one of the fucking pioneers, man, and one of the men that fucking gave this industry the shot of adrenaline that it needed so desperately when he first came in. Let's pay tribute, man. That's basically what happened, man. And watching that was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Seeing different fans and developers interviews throughout the night on the Game Awards, and they all of them had something to say about Mr. Iwata. All of them said, yo, I love the tribute. You know, it could be the most diehard Xbox fan. He was like, yo, my favorite moment was the tribute to Iwata. Because it's real. You know what I'm saying? So, that was cool. That was cool. You know, that got points with me. But, you know, you didn't need points with me for me to score you honestly. And honestly, the show itself was worth it, man. My wife and I sat there and watched it. We loved it, man. We have the musical performances and all that. It was like, yo, the gaming industry is stepping up to this next level. Like, yo, it's finally like here all around, man. Like, we are going to celebrate this annually with a bigger and bigger and bigger show every year. That's what the fuck the gaming industry needs, man. So anyways, man, I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. This is Reezonoticz. I'm still going to be drinking after this is over. Peace.